Good morning. You are looking at my Simpsons collection, and next to the Simpsons there is a solar-powered Pope Francis, and there is the little solar cell, and next to that we have the Death Star. And what makes this Death Star so special is that it is signed by the late Carrie Fisher, and that's my lightsaber. This is a Darth Vader USB stick, and these are Harry Potter sweets. Now, I'm filming this because I am testing out my new gimbal, which allows me to swivel it around, I hope. Let's see if it works. It should work. There you go. There you are. So if I click a button 3 times, it enables me to speak to the camera, and it goes in selfie mode. Let me put on the lights here. So this is my house. This is my rectory. And I figured I'd better try this out here at home, where I can't bump into things, before I take this on the road. And well, here we are in my study. This is where I work, where I game, and where I read. And let me turn the camera around again. Still need to try it out. There you go. So these are my bookshelves. So you see Terry Pratchett and Star Wars mythology, and this is theology, prayer books. And as you can tell, the gimbal kind of follows my movements. And here you've got St. Augustine and other saints. And here's my little Middle Earth section with the origins of Middle Earth. And there is even more. We've got the Catechism of the Catholic Church and TED Talks, and all sorts of other books. There's a little Tolkien section here with, of course, the annotated Lord of the Rings and some stuff about J.K. Rowling. This is, by the way, this is my kind of clutter corner. I need to clean that up, but I've got these IKEA drawers which enable me to sort all my Lego by color. And again, this is still to be sorted. And I've got a second drawer full of Lego. There you go, with lots of these old minifigures, and some newer ones as well. These are much more fancy. And then this too is 2 rows of colors, and underneath we've got the wheels. And on this side, it's all white, or what used to be white. It's one of the downsides of Lego is that it doesn't stay white. You can clean it up, I think, with water peroxide or something like that. These are cabinets for all the cables. This is only 1/3 of what I used to have, and I use these toilet rolls to kind of neatly stack them together. So this is audio, video, etc. And I try to kind of keep that uncluttered so I can find it quicker. These are all the interfaces. Apple keeps changing their things. These are VGA interfaces. This is some more USB. These are all the what you call them, interfaces for when I go to, for instance, this is for Italy. This is for, I think, the UK. And keep those at hand as well. This is like an interchangeable one, etc. So there you go. Let me turn back into selfie mode here. Still need to kind of, there you go. It takes a while for this to turn around. I need to kind of press it real quick. So this here behind me is my computer corner. I'm using my TV actually for gaming, and it's kind of relaxed to sit in front of a big screen. I don't need to use any computer glasses for that. This is my old Xbox 360, which I'm still trying out. See, what I want to know is, can I still play those games? It's worth nothing nowadays. It's incredible. If I sell this, they'll give me $25, I think. So I figured it's not in a way. I can keep it. There's one big advantage. I can use it for for workouts because it has the Kinect camera, and I still have a number of those programs that they designed for the Kinect where you have a virtual coach. And that is definitely a lot cheaper than a real coach, of course. So I may install that in the room that I'm going to show you now. Why not? So let's go. It should follow me. Yeah, there you go. It should follow my face around. And this room here next to my study room is still kind of barren. Let me turn the camera around again. There you go. So as you can tell, there's not much here. It's basically also some junk. What I want to do is, these are the exercise balls. We removed almost all the wiring. There used to be both a TV connection and an internet connection, wired internet connection. We replaced everything with this one wire. It replaced about 16 wires, and this goes all the way to the other room, and then we have wireless Wi-Fi stations that allow me to have very good Wi-Fi. But it means that there are quite a few, there's quite a bit of damage done to this room when we took off all the cables. This room also doesn't have any curtains, so that also has to be changed. Now, this is the street where I live. Fortunately, I don't really hear, I hear the cars a little bit, but not too much. What I would like to do is to refurbish this room and make this my training room, my, how do you call it, workout room. There you go. So I've ordered how do you call it, like a walking, running conveyor belt. I'm looking for the word, like a home trainer, not a home trainer, but anyway, to be able to run inside. Name escapes me. Anyway, and then I could install the Kinect here, the Xbox 360, so I can do both my running inside, because it's getting pretty cold outside, and I need to start training for my next marathon, and that'll be in April, I think. So I really have to run 5 times a week. But when it's freezing, or even worse, when it's been snowing or it's slippery outside, that has hampered my my training in the past. So what I would like to do is to have at least an alternative. I love running outside. It also does other things to your system than just the running. But in case the weather is too bad, then at least I can train here. And then I could do some more with because the training program that I have on the Xbox allows me to do also strength training and that sort of stuff. So there you go. That is a short. This pressing 3 times of the button is hard. There you go. All right. Well, let me go back to the study. This is an old keyboard. Still need to get rid of that. And here's my backpack that I use when I go to Rome. That's where I put my clothes and my equipment. And here we are back in my not very clean, or at least not very orderly study. So I need to clean that up as well. It's usually on days that I work, or weeks that I have a lot of work. So this week I had another TV show that I had to edit. So I've been working nonstop for the past 2 days. I just don't have enough time to keep the place in order. So that's why I like to have an off day like today, where I can, kind of slow down and take some time to get empty my inbox, clean up the kitchen, clean up the study, so I'm ready for work the next day. Well, there you go. That was my first test of this gimbal. This is a very simple, cheap Chinese gimbal. Only cost me 119 euros, which is really dirt cheap. It's like half the price, or even less than if I would buy, let's say, a DJI, what is it called? Mavic, whatever. Some other more professional gimbal. And this test was to see if it works with walking around. It starts to become quite heavy on the arm, because I'm holding the thing in my left arm, which doesn't have much strength. So I probably have to still do some more strength training. And it is also a test of the microphone. because the built-in microphone is of course not very good. So I'm using this lapel. I'm not sure if you can tell, it's right here, in order to record the sound. So, but it has a wire. So it was also a test to see if I could use it with the gimbal, especially when it swivels around. Of course, I don't want this to get tangled up. All right, thanks for joining me on this first test of the gimbal. If this works, of course, I'll do much more, but then I'll be in more interesting places than just the home where I live. Take care. God bless.